Stoicism is a way of life that focuses on being good and virtuous. It helps people feel happier and less sad while developing their good qualities. But nowadays, many people mistakenly think that Stoicism means not showing emotions. In reality, Stoicism is a passionate and determined way of living that can change your life for the better. It is like a tool to become better at controlling yourself, staying strong, and gaining wisdom. It is like a way to change your life for the better. Unfortunately, not a lot of individuals choose to go in this direction, despite the fact that it may lead to a lot of positive outcomes. According to Stoicism, living a life that is morally upright is the path that leads to a life that is both rewarding and pleasant. Stoicism is like a form of meditation that helps you deal with negative feelings. You learn to turn those feelings into thoughts that bring you peace and a better understanding of life. It's a way to find calm and see things from a clearer perspective when facing challenges. So let's dive into Stoicism's teachings and see how they apply to the modern world. Your primary purpose in life is simply to be a good human being. That is your one job here on earth. Stoicism is like Seneca, who once stated that God should provide a person with the serenity to accept the things they cannot change, the courage to alter the things they can change, and the intelligence to recognize the difference between the two. These lines should serve as a reminder for you to find calm despite the uncertainty of life. Have the courage to face the obstacles that you can influence and the knowledge to distinguish between those challenges and the ones that are beyond your control. Once you realize that your mind plays a significant role in determining whether something is favorable or unfavorable, you gain more control, react less, and experience a significant increase in calm. Marcus Aurelius said that you have control not over external occurrences, but over your own thinking. When you do, you will discover the power you need. A Stoic disposition. If you get upset about things you can't change, you're wasting energy and feeling more negative. For example, you can't control the weather, but you can choose how to dress or plan activities accordingly. You can't control what other people think of you, but you can control how you respond. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. You can't predict or control everything that will happen in the future. Being mindful is essential because it means knowing what you can and can't control. Stoics believe that wanting more and constantly seeking material possessions can lead to dissatisfaction and an unhappy life. Stoics also believe that gratitude is the key to true happiness, and that one must learn to value and be grateful for all that they have, including their relationships, their possessions, and the luxuries of modern living. Stoics believe that we live in an amazing time in history, with easy access to necessities and technology that our ancestors could not have imagined. According to Epictetus, rather than explaining your philosophy, you should live it. Stoicism is not about being overly critical of yourself, but rather about being aware of the moral dimension of each choice you make throughout the day. Regularly ask yourself, what's the best way to act in this situation? And make choices based on your personal values to promote the greater good. Truly embodying Stoic philosophy and making a positive difference in the world, regardless of your background, is about living by your moral code and aligning your actions with your values. The capacity for selection. You always have options available to you, regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, whether they are challenging ones like being melancholy or having tremendous success as an entrepreneur. You have the ability to make life simpler or more difficult for yourself, depending on the decisions you make, and this does not have to be the case. Stoics have the philosophy that if you make the proper decisions in life, It is similar to discovering a short way. You may pick things like happiness, love, freedom, respect, and the sensation of being affluent. Having this freedom of choice is what truly sets you free in the long run. It prevents you from getting stuck dwelling on things beyond your control. When you take charge of your decisions, you'll always feel empowered and free, no matter what challenges life throws at you. Remember that it's your choices that can make a real difference and give you a sense of control over your life, according to Acor. Getting furious will not bring about any beneficial outcomes. Rather, it will cause you to squander your time, energy, and resources without delivering any tangible advantages. Stoics advise practicing non-reactivity rather than allowing yourself to get upset over things that you have no control over anyway. Anger is contagious, and if you allow it to take over, it can spread to others and even come back to affect you. This is why it is essential to not let anger control your actions and emotions. Stoics advise practicing non-reactivity rather than allowing yourself to get upset over things that you have no control over anyway. If you project your anger onto other people, you will eventually find that you are doing the same thing to yourself. This will result in a self-fulfilling prophecy that will do more damage than good. Avoiding anger and concentrating instead on preserving one's own inner calm and composure is the prudent course of action. You take care to safeguard your precious possessions, such as your wallet, vehicle keys, and house. Similarly, you should take precautions to safeguard your intellect, which is among your most important and valuable assets. Be wary of the people whose ideas and feelings you let into your headspace. Just as you wouldn't allow complete strangers access to your belongings, you shouldn't offer anybody easy access to your thoughts either. Be conscious of the potentially harmful influences that are all around you, since they may have an impact on you, even if you are unaware of their presence. Be picky about the people you let into your life and choose to surround yourself with good and encouraging individuals. Keep in mind that your mind is priceless, and it is essential to protect it in the same manner that you would protect your important assets. What you think about on a regular basis helps shape your mind. If you have a habit of focusing on negative thoughts, you are more likely to respond negatively to situations by default. The more you practice negative thinking, the more your perspective of the world becomes negative. On the other hand, if you don't actively practice positive thinking, you may end up defaulting to negative thoughts as well. The best choice is to deliberately practice seeing the good in everything and being grateful. When you let go of the notion that you already know everything, you open yourself up to the possibility of development as well as the chance to serve others. This mindset is what differentiates good leaders from great leaders. The Stoics emphasize that the only thing that really counts is your character, not your labels. This approach allows you to consistently develop yourself, serve others, and make a good effect in the world. You should not be defined by exterior aspects such as your skin color or your looks. Rather, your character should be the most important aspect of who you are. This takes into consideration the effort that you put into bettering yourself each day and being a better person. Your character is the aspect of you that most accurately reflects who you are as a person and makes an indelible mark on others around you. Your legacy will be determined by your character and the values that you support. These are the things that you want to be remembered for, and they are the things that will really define who you are. Stoicism teaches that genuine character is created when things are hard, not when everything is easy. So, don't allow troubles to spoil your mood. Instead, be optimistic and let optimism be your guide in every scenario. Your response to challenges reveals the sort of person you are. Stoicism teaches that true character is built when things are hard. If you are still reading this, congratulations. I'd be ecstatic to read your responses and ideas. And if you found this video to be enjoyable, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider sharing it with the people closest to you. In the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic day today, and I look forward to hearing from you.